Hey, good morning, guys. It's Lisa. I'm back. I haven't been on. I've had some things I've had to handle. Um, you know, and just felt like stuff. I'm working on things, okay? It's a work in progress. But the thing is I wanted to come on here this morning. I was contemplating doing this yesterday, but I got busy doing other things, Summer is just flowing right by, oh my gosh. And I love having my son around, and we've been busy doing this and doing that, but school comes up soon and so getting ready for that. But the thing is how life is, it just gets really busy. But I wanted to pop in because I did some readings with my most favorite oracle deck, okay? And soon I'll be coming out with the tarot, and I'll be, doing tarot readings on my situations, and just in general, and we'll see where it all goes. I'm just letting spirit lead me, you know what I mean? It's an exciting thing. I also had to go to the dentist yesterday. He fixed my teeth. I didn't put them in yet, obviously. It's a learning process. It's funny because I know people in my life are like, how can you go online without your teeth? And how can you go? I don't care. They're like battle scars, man. I wear them all well, okay? I'm not ashamed. The stress I went through, I was down to 80 pounds at one point when they were taking my child from me, and all the other attacks and all the other hell and misery I got forced into having to endure to survive, to live, okay? And this isn't about a pity party or looking for attention. This is about teaching others and sharing my story and letting people know they're not alone. And you can get up and fight, and you're not alone. Man, my hair, I gotta get it cut. It's bothering me. I have to get it layered again. I don't like, I want to do some with it, but yeah. So, the teeth, it's a process. I spent all those years stressed, clenching my jaw, losing weight, then gaining it back. Losing weight, it's stress. Just clenching the jaw, and they shattered. Finally, I had to make the decision. I knew that once my canine tooth started getting janky, you can get away with it when the back ones, but I knew when that canine tooth, man, because all the others were gone already, one by one, man. I knew when that one bit the dust, it was all over, and I'm like, there's no saving it. So I did what I had to do. And it took a lot of time and healing, and now it's going to be a process learning how to live with the new ones. I have teeth on the bottom and the front, those are mine. But eventually I'm going to get full-blown implants. It will happen. A lot of things are going to happen. A lot of beautiful things. I'm not supposed to still be here for it to happen. But I'm here today to redo the reading on my brother's ex-wife. Okay? With the same deck I did the other day on her involvement behind taking my child. Okay? I Energy never lies. And this reading here is going to show you that. Now, it may come out differently, but it's going to tell the same story, the same truth behind her purpose, her drive, her motives behind taking my child. Nobody fucking forced her to do it. She chose to do it. Okay? Look. It's just whatever. She came in and acted all righteous. Oh, I'm just trying to help the family. I'm just trying to protect the baby. No, that's not what you're doing. And we all know the truth now. I've known the truth all along. But anyhow, you interfere with my child's early development. He was 3.5, honey. Then mama came in and straightened that shit all out. And restabilized him after you helped to destabilize him. So I'll never use names. Y'all know who you are, and we're going to let it work itself out. But I have the right to tell my story, share our truth, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this and see where it takes us. I just want to show you guys how this works. Energy never lies. So this is going to be a reading, again, on the same thing I did the reading on before. Dak's sister-in-law who married into my family. Her involvement. What was her involvement? Energy never lies. Behind taking my baby from me when he was 3.5 years old. Let's see what comes out here in the energy. Shall we? Ooh. It's slippery sometimes. Okay, so these all flew out. This is interesting. Excuse me. This is weird, guys. Okay, so hang on. Gotta get myself set up here. So you can see that I had 5 cards fly out. I want to show you here. So meeting came out. She was involved in a lot of planning to take my child from me. Recruited a whole community. Anyone that they could recruit within the community, she did. This is a brief reading, but I'm going to go deeper into it. Solved. I solved it. And go back to the other one if you want, if you feel like it. You know, that I did on her. Final ending. It was, I've solved it. There's a final ending. This is interesting. Okay, and I'm going to put this out there again, alive. I want to go further into this today. I might have to do another reading on the side for that. I'm about ready to do that. It's taken me a while to decide on whether I wanted to or not. But back to the ex-sister-in-law. Okay, so law enforcement came out and secret. I'm going to stick a lie over there. I'm going to stick these all out on the table like I did the other day. And then put the puzzle together. It's like a puzzle. I'm going to drop this down, guys, so you can kind of see what's going on here as I do this. What was my ex-sister-in-law's reasoning for involving herself in taking my son? That's what this is about. Interesting. Psychic abilities and intuition comes out. War comes out at the bottom of the deck. She waged war against me. Split the deck to greed. So she waged war against me for money. Interesting. I gotta hang on a second here. That's down too far. There, that's better. Okay. So, tell me more about her involvement here, taking my child in 2019. Woods concealed and supplier came out. Okay, so I'll show you. Supplier came out. Woods and concealed came out. to turn that fan up. I'm getting a chill. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Oh boy. It's a nice day out there. It's supposed to start cooling off soon, thank God. It's been so hot. It's just, the heat is just, it's a bit much. It's a weird kind of heat. I don't even know how to explain it. A lot of people have been feeling that way. It just doesn't feel quote unquote normal. But we got cooler weather coming in. That's going to be so nice. Let's see here. What's going on with this? Her involvement. What was it? What was her purpose? What was her drive behind it? What was in it for her? Okay, so hotel, motel, secret things happening, you know, behind closed doors. Can also mean like she left evidence behind what she did. A lot of evidence. Bottom of the deck. Con man, con woman. Someone hiding behind a mask. Pretending to be, you know, hiding their true intentions. And then I split the deck to propaganda, fake news. So she carried a narrative, dude. Like, I don't know what else to say here. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to this camera and this tripod and stuff. But yeah, a con man, con woman with a hidden agenda. See, they're attacking my throat chakra. Don't want me telling the truth. Making all this fake news and lies about me, dude. Whatever. Let's see where else this goes. Ooh. Okay. So life insurance, mail, and family came out. I'm getting the feeling that, see, everything's interconnected. A lot of really strange things have happened in my life in the past 11 years, okay? And mostly, excuse me, that was weird. I gotta turn that fan. Mostly in the past 6.5. Hang on, I gotta go turn this fan off. This is bothering me. Then these life insurance, mail, and family. Let's not forget. Flew out last. Hang on. Excuse me. Oh God. Okay. All right. So, excuse me. Good Lord. So I gotta chill it. I had to go lower my AC. It was getting kind of cold in here. Turn off some fans. So, life insurance, family, and mail. So she was involved in doing something to my family. And this guy over here to take something from us. I'll figure it out as we go. I'll see what else comes out here. Natural disaster unavoidable came out, okay? Natural disaster unavoidable came out. So, she knew exactly what she was doing. And I've known this all along. This is just the energy being tapped into and me doing a little reading on it, which is quite powerful because the energy never lies. Look, I couldn't avoid what she did to us. I couldn't. I didn't even see it coming until it was too late. And the thing about these individuals that do this kind of thing to people, because I am far from the only one that this happens so much, it makes me sick, and that's why I'm here doing this. Look, they act as if they're righteous. And honestly, I would never, obviously, I'd never want this individual around my child ever again. And she never will be, along with many others. It's over. They didn't think I'd ever talk about this. I was busy healing, folks. So, whatever. But who plans this? Who plans this? For a little family just trying to live their life, trying to, I won't go into details there. It doesn't matter right now. But some sick shit, dude. Sick. Let's pull some more cards. What else is going on here? And it was all supposed to be top secret. This was never supposed to be discussed. They were so, and I'm talking about the ones that were like hands in, neck deep, dedicated to this mission against me. Okay, I was never supposed to stick around long enough, if you know what I mean, to be able to figure it out and then talk about it. They kept me in a state of constant chaos, all the shit they were constantly throwing at me. The constant smear campaigns and narratives and agendas and holy shit, turning people against me in mass amounts. People that have known me my whole life. I no longer care. All I care about is that I found my way. I'm going to use this to help other people. And this is going to be a beautiful thing. Ashes into beauty, baby. This will not follow my son around. My son knows the truth. What else is going on here? I don't know if that made sense. I'm sorry if it didn't. What else is going on here? Okay. And friend came out. Someone close to me. I've gone deep enough into this already to clearly show that it was all planned. She was highly involved in planning this. Let's paint Lisa crazy and take her child from her for ourselves. Not ever thinking, not even caring enough to think about it. What this could do to this child. And the system is broken. Period, as my friend says. It's funny because I was saying that in my own private life at the same time. So, oh God, it's weird, the connections here. But anyhow, that was just a side note. Look, it's sick. And I'm going to keep going here. Someone trying to get rid of evidence. It's beyond that. There's no way of getting rid of any of it. It's over. It's everywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm divinely protected and I'm committed to my mission. However, the evidence is everywhere. I'm not stupid. Pick it up, leave it, I don't care. What's going on here? Okay, another notification. I gotta figure out how to turn those off while I'm on here. What else is going on here? And you know what's sad is that the people that do this to us, and I'm talking about like us as a collective, all of us that have been targeted, gang stalked, tortured, dude, and in whatever ways that the dark ones decided to come at us to get us on up out of here, you know, they don't care. They never did. They were just waiting for the right moment to strike. We genuinely, like in my personal situation, I genuinely cared about these people. They're my family, friends, neighbors. I would have never planned anything like this because I'm not demonic. And now I've just separated us, cut the cords, and moving on down the line, enjoying life. And see, yes, look, everything out in the open, out in the open came out. Everything that they're trying to hide, get rid of, all the secret meetings and all the shady shit. It's out in the open. That's clearly, abundantly clear. That was weird. That was weird how that came out. Oh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, these came out. That was a soft reverse. Okay, so this came out in a hard reverse. These hidden networks are all falling apart because God stepped in. What did I just say? Outside, out in the open. It's all outside, out in the open. Because God stepped in to take down these hidden networks, these corrupt, organizations that recruit people to do these horrible things to us. And they'll always use those closest to you to do this because they think it's going to break you to the point of not surviving it. But some of us are built differently than that. Because God built us to withstand storms. So we can sit here, share our experiences, and help pull others up out of the dark. You know, I look back now that I got us in a much, much better place than we were in before because of all these people that did all this stuff to us over and over and over again. And I think about the people currently going through this and they don't really know what's going on yet and they're suffering. Dude, that's why we're here. We're here to be like a lighthouse for them. We're here to be a voice. And I can't do this all in one video. I'm going to start doing reels too where I just talk about things. I'm not going to be doing readings every time, but I felt convicted to do this morning. We have a lot of work to do here, folks. This is a big problem in this world. Okay, strategy came out. I'm not sure what that's all about because God, higher power came out. God's got a strategy, or the strategy is about what they were doing. What else is going on here? What was... Basically, with God, higher power coming out, he shut her down. Her nefarious plan against us. And anything that she may have been planning even to this day. Because she never thought I'd talk about it. Or wake up. Or go into hermit mode. Debrief. Do my shadow work. Go through the dark night of the soul. Cut everybody off. And go all in. Go on with God, who protected me the whole time. So I could find myself and my gifts. So. What else? Excuse me. see? Private property. She, as the others, have no longer got any access to me or my child. Ever again. God said no. You can't touch them anymore. What else? I hate seeing this, but it is what it is. There's a grandparent elder here who is very evil and demonic. I did a reading on that individual too, and that one cuts like a knife because no one ever wants to think of their own this way. I held out the most hope for her. People are not as they seem, guys. See how this all is interconnected? Let's put this over here for now. So they were working together. I already knew that. What was once frozen, hidden under the surface. Okay, that's all coming up. Maybe the fact that this individual here, who I did a reading on recently, posted it. It's coming to the surface that she isn't what she appeared to be, all sweet and innocent. And unfortunately, she's infested with that. And she was involved in all the little meetings and the planning to get the community around me to turn against me, to take my baby from me. What else is going on here? It is what it is, guys. It sucks. It's sad. It is what it is. What else is going on here? Okay, so we got a couple that came out. Okay, so this holds the energy fired of, like I said before, like someone's losing or about to lose everything. Because somebody has been watching them all along do this dirty shit. What else? Ooh. What did I just say? Exposed, stalked, followed just came out after this came out. And I just said what I said about that. And everything that she was doing was highly corrupt. See, my throat chakra. Dismantling my life and my child's well-being and his life for money. They were being paid to do this. Tell me more about this, please. She was being paid to do this. And it looks like someone on the inside is most likely the one that's ratting. What else is going on here? I think you guys get the gist if you watch the other video I posted on my Facebook and YouTube channels. The energy is the same. It's just it's coming out. It's telling you a different angle of it. She involved herself in planning it. It was premeditated. It was against God's will. You know, it was for money. And she helped recruit a whole hell of a lot of people to go along with it. Tell us more on this. Ex-sister-in-law's involvement in taking my baby. Why'd she do it? I have so much to do. Oh my God. Okay. What did I just say? Premeditated? And what flies out of the deck? Premeditated to keep me in this. I wasn't supposed to survive it. There were so many attacks I had to take and so many hits. You know, guys, I wasn't supposed to survive this. They premeditated keeping me in this vibration to the point where I would hopefully, and that was the narrative they ran. Oh, she's quote unquote unstable, unsafe. I said this in the last reading I did on this. Quote unquote, they said I'm homicidal, I'm suicidal. I never was. And that's what got me locked up. And these folks came along and locked me up. There was no due process. There was no evidence. And even after I got out of the psychiatric ward that I was locked up in, unrighteously based on false allegations and lies, dude, this psychiatrist wrote in her notes that she believes that my story is accurate, that I was framed. And that I'm well within my mind. There is nothing wrong with me. And I had, excuse me, my nose itches, allergy season here. Fall is rolling in sooner than we think. And I'm grateful I don't like this heat. But the thing is I brought this to the courts the first day. I got all the files from the hospital and this and that, and I didn't have a lawyer, and I prepared it all. And even after I had lawyers, nobody ever looked at the evidence. Well, they held my son for me for 6 months. That I was mentally sane all along. I was mentally sane with an S, not an I. What does that tell you? The whole thing was planned. There are people involved everywhere. What else is going on here? Okay, someone was involved in the separation of my husband and I. I'm going to put that over there with a live. This is going to get broken down into 2 sections, guys, because this is getting too long. What else is going on here? What you doing, Rolly? My cat is so funny. Oh my God. He's a sweet little guy. Oh, is he stubborn though? He is stubborn. He came to the right house. We're all stubborn here. Strong-willed. I got a strong-willed little fur baby here. A sweet little guy. What else is going on here? I'm doing this a little bit differently than I did last time. What else is going on here? Okay, so church came out. People acting, you know, all righteous and holy and godly and like, oh, we're doing the right thing. Like, they're acting all like godly, but they're not. She was acting godly, but she isn't, trust me. Trash came out. We'll look into this a little further in a few minutes. I'm going to wrap this one up here, and I think do this as a two-parter here. What else is going on here with the ex, sister-in-law? Yeah, bottom of the deck, war. Split the deck, the female. Someone who appears to be someone that she isn't. Someone that's all righteous and upright. But dude, God only knows what she's doing on that phone, okay? Waging war against me in this particular situation. Back then. What else is going on here? But you see, you can't touch me anymore. What else is going on here? Can't touch my child anymore either. Ever again. It's over. I'm going to just close this out here. This is just like a little recap to show the energy never lies, and like pretty much the same energy is here. It's just it comes out in a different flow. How can we close this out? She was rival competition for me, and she was rival competition for me because she wanted my child for herself. She thought that she could be a better mama than his own mama, and had to plan a smear campaign against me. Okay? And create such disasters and chaos in my life with all the lies, dude, that they thought they'd get away with it, but they haven't gotten away with anything. I'm going to try to close this out here now. This was a group effort, man. They created a freaking army against me. I'm not supposed to be sitting here talking about this right now. Let's close this out. I'm going to do this all in one roll. Any closing out messages regarding the ex-sister-in-law? I just got a solid confirmation. I am correct. Good, correct. Everything I'm stating is the truth. And this card here, she was just trying to throw me away like I was trash. Get rid of Lisa so I can step in and take your child. Not on your best day, honey. Anything else? Because, see, no. You went the wrong way. God stepped in and said, no. Oops. This here doesn't matter. It's okay, because I'm doing this differently. These all different ways. You're sitting back there. I see my cat's back. Okay. What else is going on here? Any more closing messages for this on the ex-sister-in-law? Let's get a few more in here since I'm doing this. Bottom of the deck. It was all a mirage. She created a mirage of lies against me, and that's the truth when I split the deck. Bottom of the deck, she created a mirage, lies, planned it, all against me. Truth, confirmation when I split the deck. It's over for them and for her. What else is going on here? Any other closing out messages regarding this? Really, what are you doing? Well, you're freaking out. My cat's like creeping. You shouldn't be up here, you know. I'm going to have to take and get you down again. This cat is so... Hang on a second here. I'm afraid he's going to knock my coffee over. He's coming after my nail file. This cat is so funny. What you doing, Rollers, huh? What you doing? This cat is so cute. He's not even 2 years old, and he's like big. He's like a mountain lion, really. He's so wonderful. We rescued him from the SPCA, and after all of the chaos in our lives, you know, I really wanted to get my son like a little furry companion. I thought it'd be really, really good for him. You know, I grew up with animals, and it was always a comfort to me. And I'm like, man, you know, we're finally settled. You know, I'm blocking all this shit from our lives, and I don't think we'll have to like run anymore. Okay. And finally, we adopted him, and he's just been so wonderful. He's got so many nicknames, and it's so cute because he's got so many different little like cute little like attributes to his personality. And when I picked him up, he was purring. He purrs. One of the nicknames I gave him was Sir Purrs a lot. And like sometimes he'll sit here and he'll go like this. So then I nicknamed him Mr. Nibbles. So he's got all these different, and he's just so good for my son. It's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? When you have a service animal, he's kind of like a service animal. Helps you heal. And animals are amazing, man. Anything else closing out this reading? It's confirmation reading on the ex-sister-in-law. I think we pretty much wrapped it up. I could keep going all day long, but there's really no need to. You guys get the gist of it. So, if you catch this on my Blue Lotus Rising 79 channel over on YouTube, please subscribe. It would really help me out a lot. I'm trying so hard to go live. I need 50 subscribers. It's free to subscribe, like I said. And I also have a Facebook, Blue Lotus Rising 79, same handle, Lisa Marie Ross. I'm on Facebook. You'll know which one it is because that's where the readings are that I did before. If you could just follow me, that'd be great. You know, any kind of interaction, shares, likes, comments would be wonderful. I appreciate it. I'm on a mission here, guys. I'm one of the fortunate ones. I made it. My baby made it. Not everybody did, and not everybody's out of the woods yet. Like we are here to stop this shit in its tracks because it is. Now what it appears to be, it is demonic. The devil's behind it, dude. These entities. Look what's going on in the world. And it's happening in people's personal lives. You don't even know it. Like you could be in a store somewhere and you don't even know you're standing next to someone whose life is being dismantled and they don't even realize what the hell is going on. That's why we're here. To help guide them out of it. Any closing messages regarding what her intentions were behind my son? I think we pretty much got it wrapped up here. Anything else? Anything else on this for today? Bottom of the deck. I'll take it. Justice, karma. There will be justice, and you will receive your karma. That's not a threat. You broke the laws of the Most High. All for money. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I will see you later. Peace.